Today we're doing bash from Hack-the-Box, which is an easy Linux machine. So the nmap scan here shows open web server on port 80. So we'll go over to that. And this web server isn't gonna show anything really important or something you should look into. So what we can do now is the next enumeration step, which is looking at potential folders. And here we can see uploads and dev. That's the two we want. So if we go dev, and then we go php bash, this is a developer terminal. So right now we have code execution. So what we can do is you search up php rev shell. You press on the first one, pentest monkey. You copy it into by doing nano shell. And then you have to change out two things. You have to change out the IP address and the port you want to use. So let's see. We want to use our own IP address by doing IPA, copying this, Control Shift V, and then the port is going to be 1337. Control X and then Y, enter. And what we can do now is we can do python 3-m http.server 80. This is going to open up a web server on our computer. So we can now go over to the dev panel. And you can use wget, or first of all, you want to ls. I think you have to do... Okay, so we want to cd uploads. And if you remember from earlier, when we did the GoBuster scan, you see slash uploads, and you're going to be able to access this. So we're going to put the reverse shell onto uploads, and we're going to access it from the web browser, giving us a reverse shell. So right now we go here, netcat-lvnp 1337. This is just going to open up a port on our computer. And we can go back here, type in wget. Don't remember if I have the IP copied. And then you just do http my brain's kind of not working. Okay, yeah, that's correct. And we go here, and we want to do shell.php. And now we transferred the shell, so we can do uploads. Just to check that you can access it, and then do shell.php. And this should give us a connection, and it does. So, who am I? Data. First thing you always want to do when you get the shell is python -c. -c is just run a command in Python, or run Python directly. We want to use Python 3. Import pty dot spawn bin bash. This is just going to give us an interactive shell. And now you want to control sed stty raw echo fg press enter twice, and then export term equal xterm. This just allows us to clear the screen, so we can do this. And the first thing you always want to do is sudo -l. And we can see right here, we can use script manager account without the password. Sudo -u script manager bin bash. And we have script manager user. So we can go into home. And the user is actually not in script manager for some reason. It's kind of weird. It's in the other one. So ls cat user.txt, and we got user. Okay. So the way you're gonna get root on this box, right, is kind of weird. Go to the root directory, and we can see scripts here. This is not default and shouldn't be here. So if you see that, it's worth looking into. And the thing here, normally, if you cat out test.py, normally when you see a script like this, it opens test.txt, fwrite, fclose. Like when it opens a file, and there is another file there. In a lot of boxes, you're supposed to edit the other file so the script runs and then the file code executes. But here, if we do ls-la to look at the permissions, we can't touch the test.txt, but we own the test.py. So we can change the code, and I didn't find out how. It's not the normal way, like for programs to run, for example, every minute. But it runs every minute. So you can change the text and it's gonna give you a shell. So if you nano tests.py, you can just edit this and it's gonna give you a shell. So if we do Python reverse shell here, Python reverse shell. Okay, so the shell didn't work. I went on link number 3 or something, and I'll be testing this one. I think it should work. Let's see. Nano test.py. Control X. No, never mind. Nano test.py. It's control K removes the whole line. So control V to type it in, and then use our own IP address. Let's see. Here we go. Control X, Y, and that should work. Okay, so I kind of waited like a dumbass for like 5 minutes and then realized it didn't work. It's because I copied the whole thing. So the thing is, always read before you just copy paste, right? Over here, you see it's the Python C thing that we used earlier. This is for the command line. If you use it in a script, it's not gonna work. So I fixed it now, saving it, and we'll wait and see. And it worked already. Perfect. So ls cd root ls cat root.txt, and we got root. Thank you for watching.